Vale, ya estamos aquí. Debería... Hostia, ya hay un... Ya hay un huevo más, ¿eh? Aquí. Debería hablar un poquito con mis compañeros, aunque sea. Por aquí debería estar Cassandra. Eh, y debería estar aquí, está.
Ugh.
You're kind of a force of nature, aren't you?
When I need to be.
It's impressive.
You flatter me.
I'm trying.
Did I do the right thing? What I have set in motion here could destroy everything I have revered my whole life. One day they may write about me as a traitor, a madwoman, a fool, and they may be right.
What does your faith tell you?
I believe you are innocent. I believe more is going on here than we can see. And I believe no one else cares to do anything about it. They will stand in the fire and complain that it is hot. But is this the Maker's will? I can only guess.
You don't think I'm the Herald of Andraste?
I think you were sent to help us. I hope you were. But the Maker's help takes many forms. Sometimes it's difficult to discern who it truly benefits, or how.
What's going to happen now?
Now, we deal with the Chantry's panic over you before they do even more harm. Then we close the breach. We are the only ones who can. After that, we find out who is responsible for this chaos, and we end them. And if there are consequences to be paid for what I have done, I pay them. I only pray the price is not too high.
You didn't have any choice.
Didn't I? My trainers always said, Cassandra, you are too brash. You must think before you act. I see what must be done, and I do it. I see no point in running around in circles like a dog chasing its tail. But I misjudged you in the beginning, did I not? I thought the answer was before me, clear as day. I cannot afford to be so careless again.
It wasn't like you had no reason to suspect me.
I was determined to have someone answer for what happened. Anyone. You've said you believe you're chosen. Does that mean you believe in the Maker?
You're asking me?
You're not a follower of the Kyun. You could be... I suppose it doesn't matter now. I have to believe we were put on this path for a reason, even if you do not. Now it simply remains to see where it leads us.
Por estas conversaciones hay que...
It occurs to me I don't actually know much about you.
What do you want to know?
I'm not sure. Where are you from?
Por estas conversaciones hay que hacer esto, o sea, hay que conversar con los personajes.
No specific place. My mercenary band worked mostly in the free marches, however.
At least until you crossed the waking sea to reach the Conclave, I suppose. Tell me, do you consider the free marches your home? Are you eager to go back?
Wherever I am is home enough for me.
That's how I feel now, after years of tending to business for the divine.
Háblame sobre ti.
I'd like to get to know you better.
You would?
Is that a problem?
Not entirely. I'm just curious as to your motivation.
Una relación más estrecha.
Is there any harm in us becoming a little closer?
Plenty.
Is that right?
As you wish. My name is Cassandra Pentagast, daughter of the Royal House of Navarra, 78th in line for the Navarran throne. I joined the Seekers of Truth as a young woman, and was with the Order until they withdrew from the Chantry. I remained as the Divine's right hand, carrying out her order to form the Inquisition. And here we are. That's all there is to know, my lord.
¿Pertenecías a la realeza?
You're a member of Navarra's royal family.
The Pentagasts are a very large clan. Half of Cumberland could say the same.
Really?
No, but it feels that way. I have hundreds of relatives so distant they need charts to prove we're related at all. And they have them. Oh yes. The Pentagasts value their precious blood like it runs with gold.
¿Por eso te fuiste de Navarra?
And you joined the Seekers to get away from that.
It was a life worth getting away from. The Pentagasts are famed for dragon hunting, but few actually pursue the craft. Most are fat and lazy. They pay lip service to the Maker and care only for idle pleasures and past glories. My brother was all that kept me in Navarra. Once he was gone, so was I.
¿Qué le pasa a tu hermano?
Tell me about your brother.
I would prefer not to speak of Anthony. Another time, perhaps.
¿Habla de Navarra?
You don't seem to like your homeland much.
My family polluted it for me. What little I saw of my homeland was through the bars of a gilded cage. My uncle treated me like a porcelain doll to be placed on a shelf and dusted only when necessary. Thus I did not see Navarra, the real Navarra, until much later. By then I realized I knew it not at all.
¿Y tus padres?
Your uncle. What about your parents?
They had the misfortune of taking the wrong side in the second attempt to overthrow King Marcus. The king executed them, but spared my brother and I since we were family, and children at the time. Thus we were raised by my uncle, a mortalitasi who preferred the company of his corpses to the living.
¿Mortalitasi?
Your uncle was a mortalitasi?
A death mage. He still is. My countrymen do not burn the dead, they bury them in special crypts. The mortalitasi supervise the crypts, like priests. Uncle Vestalis oversees the grand necropolis. Navarrans spend more time honoring dead relatives than they do with living ones. It is odd to be so fascinated with death and its trappings. I will never understand it.
¿Trabajaste para la
So
divina?
you were the right hand to the divine.
To Divine Justinia, yes. And Divine Beatrix before her, in fact. The position is normally reserved for Templars of the Knights Divine, but my circumstances were unusual.
Unusual how?
You don't know the story? Thank the Maker. I will tell you if you wish, but it isn't as exciting as some drum it up to be. The short version is that I once saved the previous Divine's life. My reward was becoming her right hand.
¿Qué es una mano derecha?
But what does a right hand do exactly?
What is your hand capable of? It gives, it takes, it beckons. It makes a fist. Liliana and I extended the Divine's reach beyond the Grand Cathedral. We went where she could not. After Beatrix, I was tired of the position and wanted to return to the Seekers. But Justinia convinced me to stay. Her vision for the future gave me hope.
¿Creíste en ella?
You thought she could really change things.
Justinian knew the war was coming long before it began. She tried to avert it, but the forces arrayed against her were too strong. Sometimes you have to break a bone so it can be reset. That's where the Inquisition comes in. It was to be the answer. A means to preserve as well as an agent for change. I only wish she had lived to see it.
¿Cómo te convertiste en la mano derecha?
So what's the story about you becoming the right hand?
Sweet Andraste, do you really want to hear that? It was, 18, 20 years ago? Some still discuss it like it happened yesterday. The tale gets bigger each time it's told. I barely recognize myself within it now.
Está siendo modesta.
I'm sure you're just being modest.
I was there. I think I know what happened. To hear others tell it, I alone saved divine Beatrix from a horde of dragons sent to assault the Grand Cathedral. Rather impressive for such a young seeker, wouldn't you say?
And the truth is?
I stumbled upon a conspiracy to kill Beatrix. A Templar Knight Commander was at its heart. And there was a dragon battle at the Grand Cathedral. But I had help from loyal mages who rallied to the cause. They freed the dragons from magical control. Without them, the Divine and I would both have died. Yet I became the right hand, and they are forgotten.
Eres encantadora.
You're delightful. You know that?
No, I do not know that. I object. There is nothing delightful about me.
I beg to differ.
I think I preferred you in the stocks.
Eso es todo por
I'll
ahora.
let you get back to work.
Preferido tirarle la caña a preguntarla más. Yo creo que eso ha sido lo mejor. De momento, y yo creo que no preguntaremos a nadie más. Quizás empecemos algún otro día con Bari, que debería estar por aquí. Solas también molaría preguntarle. Iré preguntando poco a poco a todos los personajes para que no sea muy pesado tanta conversación. What the fuck? Vale.
I have heard rumors of a way to reverse.
Vamos a Val Royeaux. A ver qué nos cuentan en la mesa de guerra. Es verdad que hemos subido otro rango.
Have you had any
Fuerzas.
trouble with them?
Not at all. I will inform you if that changes.
Metodología sobre nuestra explotación, agresión, en combate. Uf, hay un huevazo, Esta abre nuevas opciones de diálogo. Pero a ver los secretos. Esta me gusta. Iremos subiendo bastante, digo yo, así que no creo que haya problema. Las de aquí. El Ceirus de Pináculo. Aceptar informe. A ver, el Emporio Negro. Creo que atender la conspiración del noble. La Inquisición asegura establecer el orden de la casa en razón de las cuidadas. Si esto es cierto, venido a explorar a los herejes de mis tierras. Dicen que son refugiados, pero he visto a elfos apostados, entre ellos son salvajes. La verdad que sí, con eso. Solicito vuestra ayuda para que mis tierras recuperen la paz. Demostrad vuestra lealtad. Vale, pues enviaré a Cullen.
All right.
Vale, de momento tenemos el Emporio Negro y la Costa Tormentosa. Teniente Harding lidera un pequeño destacamento de soldados hasta la región de la Costa Tormentosa para investigar los informes sobre las actividades de los guardias grises. Nos informó de que un grupo había acompañado cerca de la costa, pero no hemos vuelto a saber de ellos. En este momento sigue sin saberse si está Harding y su misión. Interesante. A ver, más tarde. A ver, un momento. Porque tengo misiones. A ver, la senda de la Inquisición. Viajar a Val Royeaux. Pero estamos en Val Royeaux, ¿no? Por necesario 4D4. Ve a la sala del consejo. Las sacerdotisas de la cúpula de Val Royeaux. Sí, aquí, ve a la sala del consejo. Vieja Val Royeaux, estamos en Val Royeaux, ¿no? Bueno, es el refugio. Pero es Val Royeaux, ¿no? Vieja Val Royeaux. Vamos a ver. A ver, no me deja. Ahora. Ah, igual es en Orleis.
My scouts still comb the hills for clues about the explosion. I'll take what I can find.
Antigua magia ocultaba. Círculo de Markham. Vale, a ver qué nos informa. Hemos podido estar Aquí está, la capilla de Val Royeaux. Nivel recomendado de 4 a 7. Vale, vamos a ir a Val
Having the
Royeaux.
herald address the clerics is not a terrible idea.
You can't be serious.
Mother Giselle isn't wrong. At the moment, the Chantry's only strength is that they are united in opinion.
And we should ignore the danger to the Herald.
Let's ask him.
I'm more concerned this won't actually solve any problems.
I agree. It just lends credence to the idea that we should care what the Chantry says.
I will go with him. Mother Giselle said she could provide us names. Use them.
But why? This is nothing but a...
What choice do we have, Liliana? Right now we can't approach anyone for help with the breach. Use what influence we have to call the clerics together. Once they are ready, we will see this through.
A ver, para el resto de los sacerdotistas de la capilla, la Inquisición es una herejía. Sus esfuerzos por conseguir aliados para enfrentarse a la brecha han sido rechazados y, de momento, no podemos poner un pie en la capital sin que nos arresten o nos ataque la turba. Necesitamos conseguir que la capilla nos deje entrar en la ciudad para que podamos demostrarle que el heraldo del traste no es el monstruo que creen. confirmar. No sé si eso de Tuludin es que me han dado un logro o qué. Buah. Bueno, si tarda mucho voy a cortar la pantalla de carga aquí. Así que leed esto si queréis. Porque yo me voy a poner el aire acondicionado mientras carga.
The city still mourns.
Just a guess, Seeker, but I think they all know who we are.
Your skills of observation never fail to impress me, Varric.
My Lord Herald.
You're one of Leliana's people. What have you found?
The Chantry Mothers await you, but so do a great many Templars.
There are Templars here?
People seem to think the Templars will protect them from the Inquisition. They're gathering on the other side of the market. I think that's where the Templars intend to meet you.
Only one thing to do, then. They wish to protect the people? From us?
Esperábamos esto.
We knew there would be some kind
¿Esto
of...
qué música?
Return
¿Música?
to Haven. Someone will need to inform them if we are delayed.
As you say, my lady.
Pedazo de escenarios. Es brutal.
Stand wary, guardsman. The Inquisition is here, along with the Herald of Andraste.
The Templars will stand for us and help Val Royeaux return to mourning.
It seems...
Buah, a ver qué pasa.
Good people of Val Royeaux, hear me. Together, we mourn our divine. Her naive and beautiful heart, silenced by treachery. You wonder what will become of her murderer. Well, wonder no more. Behold, the so-called Herald of Andraste, claiming to rise where our beloved fell. We say this is a false prophet, a wicked Kunari sent to subvert the Maker's word.
You say I am the enemy. The breach in the sky is our true enemy. We must unite to stop it.
It's true. The Inquisition seeks only to end this madness before it is too late.
It is already too late. The Templars have returned to the Chantry. They will face this Inquisition and the people will be safe once more.
Still yourself. She is beneath us.
You're not here to deal with the Inquisition?
As if there were any reason to.
Lord Seeker Lucius, it's imperative that we speak with...
You will not address me.
Lord Seeker?
Creating a heretical movement. Raising up a puppet as Andraste's prophet. You should be ashamed. You should all be ashamed. The Templars failed no one when they left the Chantry to purge the mages. You are the ones who have failed. You who leash our righteous swords with doubt and fear. If you came to appeal to the Chantry, you are too late. The only destiny here that demands respect is mine.
Madre mía, qué escenaca. Ayudadnos a cerrar la brecha.
What we truly need is an alliance that will seal the breach.
Oh, the breach is indeed a threat. But you certainly have no power to do anything about it.
But Lord Seeker, what if he really was sent by the Maker? What if...
You are called to a higher purpose. Do not question.
I will make the Templar Order a power that stands alone against the Void. We deserve recognition. Independence. You have shown me nothing, and the Inquisition, less than nothing. Templars, Val Royeaux is unworthy of our protection. We march.
¿Qué cojones está pasando aquí?
Charming fellow, isn't he?
Has Lord Seeker Lucius gone mad?
¿Lo conoces bien?
Do you know him very well?
He took over the Seekers of Truth 2 years ago, after Lord Seeker Lambert's death. He was always a decent man, never given to ambition and grandstanding. This is very bizarre.
¿Entrará en razón?
Do you think he can be reasoned with?
I hope so. If not him, there are surely others in the Order who don't feel as he does. Either way, we should first return to Haven and inform the others.
¿Ya está? Ya está, ya hemos hecho todo aquí.
This victory must please you greatly, Seeker Cassandra.
We came here seeking only to speak with the mothers. This is not our doing, but yours.
And you had no part in forcing our hand? Do not delude yourself. Now we have been shown up by our own Templars, in front of everyone. And my fellow clerics have scattered to the wind along with their convictions. Just tell me one thing. Do you truly believe you are the Maker's chosen?
¿Por qué os importa?
Haven't you already made up your mind? Why ask me now?
Because, despite all my fears, what if it's true? What if I have erred? I suppose it is out of our hands now. We shall all see what the Maker plans in the days to come.
Demasiada
There's
conversación.
got to be a way to calm everything down and clean up this mess.
I hope against hope that may be the case.
Regresa a la capilla del refugio. O sea, ya está.
What's that? An arrow with a message?
Casi me da. Favores por favores para los amigos. Hay un mensaje adjunto, escrito de una letra grande y fluida con grabatos en los bordes. La gente dice que eres especial, quiero ayudar. Puedo traer a todos. Hay un maleante en Val Royeaux. He oído que quiere hacerte daño. Busca cosas rojas en el mercado, en los muelles y alrededor de la cantina. Y a lo mejor te encuentras con el primero. Trae espadas. Amigos de Jenny y la Roja. What? Creo que lo voy a acabar aquí, pero... Súper raro.
We should search the area.
A ver, espera, aquí.
Same old.
Pañuelo rojo.
Same old.
Gracias amigos por ayudar a la buena señora Carris. Vi que nos preguntaron por el lado de entrar en el tercer pasaje. No pude quedarme a verlo salir. Voy a pasarlo más despacio. para que lo leáis todos. Está cantando en francés. Me mola la música. A ver. Oh. Hay varias plantas. Y en todas hay mierda. De esa. Pues en el siguiente episodio lo buscaremos. Antes de regresar a la capilla.
I believe that mess.
You are the Herald of Andraste, are you not? I have an invitation for you.
Atentamente. Vaya, vaya.
The Templars didn't even touch you.
Y aquí hay más cositas.
The Chantry has just shown themselves helpless.
Who will fetch their Templars back, I wonder?
Examinar. Aquí hay muchas cosillas. Estos son los
Come
puertos.
to me, child, and I shall embrace you. In my arms lies eternity. Milagro Dios.
Llave birlada, borracho desprotegado que de heraldo. No sé qué puerta, me largo, he pagado mi deuda. Y otra cosita para leer. Está detrás de esto. Publicación trimestral La Viuda Impúdica. Vale, vale. Quiero cortarlo ya, pero es que tengo curiosidad. Vale, parece que por aquí se sube. Buah. Mirad qué pedazo de vista. Por aquí se sube y por aquí igual no. Se sube.
Yes, thank you.
Vale, igual es por allí arriba. No sé. No sé muy bien por dónde es. Es bastante lioso esto.
Excuse me, but is what they're saying real? The Inquisition's going to fix the hole in the sky?
Es cierto.
That's what we're attempting, yes.
No one is doing anything. The Chantry is useless, and the Templars... Andraste... I never thought they'd abandon us. Listen, your camp will need food. I have contacts. We'll have deliveries there in days.
You want to help the Inquisition?
Never been part of something this big before, but if your Inquisition's going to seal the sky, I want to help.
Cassandra?
What do you think, Cassandra?
I think the woman is asking you and not me.
Well, he is.
The Herald of Andraste. Yes, I understand. Haven is a mess, but we won't turn away anyone willing to help. Invite her, if it pleases you.
Muy bien, ve al refugio.
Head to Haven, then. We need good people.
I don't know if I'm that, but it will be nice to see. Thank you.
Wow, más uno de poder. Viajar rápido. ¿Viajar rápido a dónde? Aquí, quizás. Sí, parece que... examinar. Vale, aquí está el pañuelo. Un pergamino, documento junto con un calcetín rojo. Y hemos de obedecer bien. Nos vemos a la tercera campanada para hablar cómo servir mejor a la nueva vía. El texto mal escrito. Estate a la hora, heraldo. Alabada sea Andraste. Al contar los mensajes revelan una hora, un camino y una llave para una ubicación en el mapa del mundo. Mapa del mundo. Qué extraño. A ver, J. Aquí.
If I might have a moment of your time.
Grand Enchanter Fiona?
Leader of the Mage Rebellion. Is it not dangerous for you to be here?
I heard of this gathering, and I wanted to see the fabled Herald of Andraste with my own eyes. If it's help with the breach you seek, perhaps you should look among your fellow mages.
¿No estabais en el conclave?
I'm surprised the leader of the mages wasn't at the conclave.
Yes. You were supposed to be, and yet somehow you avoided death.
As did the Lord Seeker, you'll note. Both of us sent negotiators in our stead in case it was a trap. I won't pretend I'm not glad to live. I lost many dear friends that day. It disgusts me to think the Templars will get away with it. I'm hoping you won't let them.
¿Queréis que lo hicieran ellos?
So you think the Templars are responsible?
Why wouldn't she?
Lucius hardly seems broken up over his losses, if he's concerned about them at all. You heard him. You think he wouldn't happily kill the Divine to turn people against us? So yes, I think he did it. More than I think you did it, at any rate.
¿Nos ayudaréis?
Does that mean the mages will help us?
We are willing to discuss it with the Inquisition at least. Consider this an invitation to Redcliffe. Come, meet with the mages. An alliance could help us both, after all. I hope to see you there. Au revoir, my Lord Herald.
Oh, esto es interesante.
Come, let us return to Haven.
Ya solo por esto, capitulazo. No voy a volver al refugio todavía. O sí. O ya volvemos al refugio directamente. Parece que sí, que volvemos al refugio directamente o no. Sí, ¿no? No lo sé. A ver. Lo voy a cortar aquí. Esto repela a los guardas. No sé qué es esto, así que lo voy a cortar aquí. Y para que veáis que vamos a empezar desde aquí, voy a guardar directamente. Y tenemos que... Bueno, no.
Well, they know who I work for at least.
Vale, ¿por dónde tengo que ir? tengo ni idea de por dónde tengo que ir, pero parece que... Oh. A ver, me tengo que colar por esa ventana, fijo, ¿no? Yo creo que sí. La cosa es cómo. ¿Me vas a inscribir? No tengo ni idea. Me voy a la mierda.
Herald of Andraste! How much did you expend to discover me? It must have weakened the Inquisition immeasurably.
I don't know who you are.
You don't fool me. I'm too important for this to be an accident. My efforts will survive in victories against you elsewhere.
Just say what?
What is that?
Lul.
Ugh! Squishy one, but you heard me, right? Just say what? Rich tits always try for more than they deserve.
Blah, blah, blah! Obey me. Arrow in my face. So, you followed the notes well enough. Glad to see you're big. Real big. From the north, yeah? Ravane or... north. I mean, it's all good, isn't it? The important thing is you glow. You're the herald thingy.
Eso dicen. ¿Tú quién eres?
Some believe I'm the Herald of Andraste. But who are you, and what's this about?
No idea. I don't know this idiot from Manners. My people just said the Inquisition should look at him.
Your people? Elves?
No. People. Name's Sarah. This is cover. Get round it. For the reinforcements. Don't worry. Someone tipped me their equipment shed. They've got no breaches.
Está como una puta cabra.
Right in the plums! But.
Está como una puta cabra la tía esta. Genial.
Cheeky, yeah?
Why didn't you take their weapons?
Because no breaches. Friends really came through with that tip. No breaches. So, Herald of Andraste. You're a strange one. I'd like to join.
Una presentación de verdad.
How about we get to know each other first? You know, names and such.
One name. No, wait, two. Well, it's like this. I sent you a note to look for hidden stuff by my friends. The Friends of Red Jenny. That's me. Well, I'm one. So is a fence in Montfort, some woman in Kirkwall. There were 3 in Starkhaven, brothers or something. It's just a name, yeah? It lets little people, friends, be part of something while they stick it to nobles they hate. So here, in your face, I'm Sarah. The Friends of Red Jenny are sort of out there. I use them to help you. Plus arrows.
Entonces ofreces espías.
The Inquisition has spies already. Can you add to these professionals?
Here's how it is. You important people are up here, shoving your cods around. Blah, blah, I'll crush you. Ooh, crush you. Then you've got cloaks and spy kings, like this tit. Or was he one of the little knives, all serious with his little knife? All those secrets, and what gave him up? Some houseboy who don't know shite, but knows a bad person when he sees one. So no, I'm not knifey shiv dark, all hidden. But if you don't listen down here too, you risk your breeches. Like those guards, I stole their... Look, do you need people or not? I want to get everything back to normal. Like you.
Investigar. ¿Quién es exactamente tu gente?
So who are your friends of Red Jenny? You must know them.
Oh, it's not hard to understand if you're not trying to waste your day on it. Someone little always hates someone big. And unless you don't eat, sleep or piss, you're never far from someone little. Doesn't always work out, but a lot of people hated this guy. Someone got a laugh, someone got even, someone got paid. And someone has to have explained to them that free help is good.
Vale, quiero seguir investigando. ¿Por qué preguntas si brilla?
Back there you wanted to know if I glow. Why?
That's what you do, innit? You walked out of somewhere and now you glow. Andraste's herald. True or not, it seemed like the easiest way to know it was you.
True or not?
Well, that's what they say and all. Look, don't get ahead, yeah? I want to help this... whatever it is. Inquisition.
Pareces mezquina y delincuente.
You sound like a thief who acts out petty revenge fantasies. And that might be bad.
Oh, right. You want to prop that guy up so I can say my sorries? Bad things should happen to bad people. We find someone not so bad, maybe he'll end up not so dead. Good enough?
Pero no lo conocías.
You say that like it's obvious, but you didn't know him.
I knew about him.
That's just rumor.
Look, I'd have been fine stripping his guards and nicking his stuff. Turns out he deserved worse. Or was him trying to kill you a good thing? Are you the baddie? Didn't think so.
Ah, venga, que se unas. No vamos a desperdiciar un personaje más.
I can use you and your friends.
Yes! Getting good before you're too big to like. That'll keep your breeches where they should be. Plus extra breeches because I have all these... You have merchants who buy that piss, yeah? Got to be worth something. Anyway, Haven. See you there, Herald. This will be grand.
Vale. Vamos a probar, será... Cassandra y Solas, es que Solas es el apoyo. Madre mía, qué misión más rara. Vale, vamos a ir al refugio y ahí sí que ya lo dejo. No, este no es un refugio, este es un refugio. Aquí sí que ya lo dejo. Tenemos que ir al risco rojo, ¿eh? Esto se está volviendo bastante interesante. Seguramente este capítulo lo tengo que dividir en varias partes porque es súper largo. Yo creo. Llevo aquí un huevo de tiempo. Eso es que el calor me está haciendo desvariar con el tiempo y el espacio. Vale, ya estamos aquí. Yo creo que lo voy a dejar aquí. Que tengo la misión. Este de aquí y este de aquí. Bueno, venga, lo estoy diciendo, pero me voy a acercar porque la misión está fuera del consejo. Está fuera lo que viene siendo la zona para entrar. Y es que coño, me estoy viciando muchísimo. A ver. Se abre cinemática.
It's good you've returned. We heard of your encounter.
You heard?
My agents in the city sent word ahead, of course.
It's a shame the Templars have abandoned their senses, as well as the capital.
We had to do something, and now we have an opportunity.
Yes, and we have the opening we need to approach the Templars and the mages.
Do we? Lord Seeker Lucius is not the man I remember.
True, he has taken the orders somewhere, but to do what? My reports have been very odd.
We must look into it. I'm certain not everyone in the Order will support the Lord Seeker.
Or the Herald could simply go to meet the mages in Redcliffe instead.
You think the Mage Rebellion is more united? It could be 10 times worse.
Vale, aquí voy a elegir a los magos simplemente porque ellos me han ofrecido, o sea, ellos me han tendido la mano y los templarios no.
I could at least find out what the mages want.
No doubt what they've always wanted. Support for their cause.
We shouldn't discount Redcliffe. The mages may be worth the risk.
They are powerful, Ambassador, but more desperate than you realize.
¿Crees que es una trampa?
You think the invitation could be some kind of trap?
If some among the rebel mages were responsible for what happened at the Conclave.
The same could be said about the Templars.
True enough. Right now, I'm not certain we have enough influence to approach the Order safely.
Then the Inquisition needs agents in more places. That's something you can help with.
In the meantime, we should consider other options.
Vale, o sea que tenemos que
There is
esperar.
one other matter. Several months ago, the Grey Wardens of Ferelden vanished. I sent word to those in Orlais, but they have also disappeared. Ordinarily, I wouldn't even consider the idea they're involved in all this, but the timing is curious.
Parece sospechoso.
It does sound odd, I agree.
The others have disregarded my suspicion, but I cannot ignore it. 2 days ago, my agents in the hinterlands heard news of a Grey Warden by the name of Blackwall. If you have the opportunity, please
Oh, ya
seek him
estamos
out.
empezando a avanzar.
Perhaps he can put my mind at ease.
And if he can't?
Then there may be more going on than we thought.
Ya estamos empezando a avanzar. Más compañeros. Estoy a punto de nivel 7. Seguramente... Bueno, no me voy a reunir ahí en el consejo porque voy a transportarme automáticamente. Pero... ya empezamos a avanzar. Así que nada, espero que os haya gustado y nos vemos en el próximo episodio. Así que hasta la próxima. Chao.